I recently uploaded this video about how to make good spider gameplay, and you can check that out in the linked video. Anyways, I got a couple of comments asking me how to do the same for other game modes, so here's how you can make good UFO gameplay in Geometry Dash. If you're building a demon level, then the UFO should be the game mode that relies the most on music sync. Anytime there's a beat or a note, then the UFO should click there. Now, of course, there could be a couple of exceptions, like a double click or a rapid input section, but in general, it should stick to the music. Now, if the UFO should click on every beat or note to the song, how do we stop it from going too far up? Well, the answer is pretty simple. The UFO should use a lot of gravity portals, like more than any other game mode, a lot. It makes for some really fun gameplay when you have to do a rapid input session, and it lets you keep the sync flowing without a Y position reset. Not only should the UFO use a lot of gravity portals, but it should also use a lot of gravity orbs. No, the Jamtech glaze never ends, because we're using the stellar path as an example again. This UFO part is a great example of how you can use gravity orbs and portals to make some really nice gameplay. It syncs well to the music, and it feels great to play when you're constantly switching gravity. Spam isn't actually a bad thing in the UFO game mode, at least if you use it properly. In my opinion, spam corridors can be used really well as long as it's just a couple of clicks. I demonstrated this in my level Crystal Flux, where the UFO part has a short jitter click section that lasts just 2 clicks. It's short and it syncs well to the music. Now, all these tips apply for a demon level, but what about non-demons? Well, I'd recommend using a more traditional style part. What I mean by that is that a part has very similar gameplay to this part in Theory of Everything, or this part in Electroman Adventures. Just treat the UFO like the way it was meant to be treated, like a flying game mode. And if it's an insane level, you can do either of these techniques. But yeah, that's how you make good UFO gameplay in Geometry Dash, and subscribe for more videos like these.